Hey friends, welcome to my channel Dental Edge. Today I'll be talking about calcifying epithelial odontogenic tumor. This is part 2 of this topic, which will include the histopathologic features, treatment and prognosis. If you have missed, I have already uploaded part 1, which includes the definition, origin, clinical features and radiographic features. I'm mentioning the link for the same. So let's start with the histopathologic features of calcifying epithelial odontogenic tumor. The tumor, it consists of a fibrous stroma with islands and sheets of polyhedral epithelial cells. So if you see this image, these are the sheets. These polyhedral epithelial cells, they have certain features. They have abundant eosinophilic finely granular cytoplasm. That is, they will have a finely granular pinkish eosinophilic cytoplasm. They have sharply defined cell borders, and under high magnification you will be able to appreciate well developed intercellular bridges. So if we see this image, this is a sheet of polyhedral cells. This sheet, the cells, if you can appreciate, they have well defined outline. They have an eosinophilic finely granular cytoplasm, and between the cells there is presence of intercellular bridges. That is, in between the cells there will be presence of intercellular bridges. This will be appreciated under high magnification. So remember these features. Coming next, the nuclei. What will be the features of the nuclei? They are frequently pleomorphic. What do you mean by pleomorphic nuclei? That is a variation in shape and size of the nuclei with giant increase in size of the nuclei and multinucleation being common. That is, more than one nuclei within a cell may be there. Mitotic figures, that is division, is not very common. It is very rare. So if you see this image, there are giant nuclei and they have difference in shape, that is pleomorphic nuclei you can appreciate. Then one more thing that you need to know is that there is presence of abundant eosinophilic homogeneous hyaline material. If you see this image, these are eosinophilic homogeneous hyaline material, that is also called as amyloid, is present within or around the sheets of the tumor cells. And this amyloid like material, it may undergo calcification in the form of concentric rings, and this is called as Liesegang ring calcification. This is extremely important. It is asked in Viva, where do you see Liesegang ring calcification? I'll explain you what it is. So this is Liesegang ring calcification, concentric rings. Such calcification will be seen in the tumor. If you can see this image, these are the calcification. Now you need to remember three things. Why is this material, this hyaline homogeneous eosinophilic material, called as amyloid? Because it shares common features with it, similar to amyloid. The first feature is it stains positive with Congo red. And when this Congo red stain slide is subjected to polarized light, it appears apple green birefringence. And so this is a slide which shows Congo red positivity, and when this slide is seen under polarized light, it shows apple green colored birefringence. This is the first thing. The second thing is it stains metachromatically with crystal violet. This is also a feature of amyloid. And the third thing is it fluoresces under UV light when stained with thioflavin T. So remember these three things. These are asked in Viva. Some tumors, they are amyloid rich. They will show too much of amyloid material, while the others, they will demonstrate epithelial predominance. So you can see variation. And There is a variant of CEOT which is called as clear cell variant of CEOT. That is, when clear cells with clear cytoplasm, they are predominant in the epithelial nest. Again, to summarize, polyhedral epithelial cells in islands or sheets or strands, then eosinophilic material, that is the amyloid-like material between the sheets or outside the sheets, and Lees-Gang ring calcification. These are the prominent features. Coming to treatment, now CEOT is a locally invasive tumor and it has an overall recurrence rate of 14%. So, complete excision of the tumor with a border of normal bone should be curative. Recurrence only occurs if there is incomplete excision. Therefore, since it has a recurrence rate of 14%, a long-term follow-up is recommended. So friends, as I told in the starting of the part 1, that once we are done with the lecture, it will be very easy for you to remember the definition. I hope I made it really easy for you. Thanks for watching the video, and if you have missed the part 1, I am mentioning the link for the same. Also, I have uploaded videos on ameloblastoma. Do watch it. And if you like the video, press the like button and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.